obviously I knew the effect of what the song was going to bring. But one thing I've noticed is that we are living in a country where people have two ears. We have normal ears and political ears. So there are certain things that if you say it, when people are forcing me to do songs for the NPP, what they tend to, and it's hard for me to explain myself, so I normally try not to, because if I do it might end in the wrong way. Because every song that I've done that is termed, which I still see as political, from masses to inflation, it was always government. I never said MPP, NDC. So if these songs, I think they are still relevant when they are, when there are issues going on, you can still go back to play the masses. But what I've noticed is that in the political world, it's like a language. They have languages that they speak, so if you have an opinion at a certain point, the person who feels like it's going for them, take it as points. And the opponent will take it as a jab at them, right? And as much as you can come out and say this is not what I meant, it's never going to make sense to a political ear. So when I say government, I'm buying so I'm buying is a buying, whether NPP or NDC is a buying. So that's how I see it. So I don't speak in a political way. I speak talking to government and governance, and it's about leader. So if you're a leader, maybe at that point when I released it was you. So I'm not supposed to do a new song for suppose MPP to say that I'm doing political music. I did a song that is relevant to date if you want to still play. So that line there is saying that the government, so the song is talking about appreciation. So I used to put the blame on God. I used to do this, I used to do that. So I used to and I was to stand by that, but sometimes when there's something good, you have to appreciate as well. So that's exactly what the line is about. So if I talked about this and that, and there's a good thing to me that has happened, right? Because Doom So was like a very big thing, which I was keen on. I think it's coming back, so we might have to drop Doom So back again. But when I was writing the song, I wasn't experiencing, Doom So, and sometimes when you say these things psychologically, it makes them want to keep up, and they don't want to fall off track because you've seen that somebody's appreciating the work that you're doing. So I think for the longest, even the first time I traveled to, I don't want to mention some African countries, I appreciated my country for the first time.
You're doing well.
Exactly. I've seen that. As much as we still have a long way to go. Honestly, not to pamper ourselves, but if you compare us to certain countries, I think we have done some good. And sometimes it's good to push that side as well, so that they can also work on that. Not always, bashing them. But I know the political years would never understand that, and they'll try to use that as, campaign or whatever. But I don't want to get into that. I just did the music and that's it. And it has no one-sided thing that people want to take it.
When you mentioned it and released the song, well, you received quite a number of bashing.
Yes.
And some people also appreciated it. Now, the rumor was that it was politically motivated, and that, well, your pocket or your account has been decorated.
Yeah.
So, were you approached by the MPP?
No.
Were you? How about the president himself? Because I know you have quite a good relationship with him.
Honestly, I've not been in touch with the president for a minute. Even the past, the
previous
government. I don't really keep up with a lot of politicians. I take individuals as how they are. If I find somebody to be genuinely a good person, I just keep up with them. And for the president, no, we've never. I think the last time we met him was when that Freema. No, I think we went to Guba Awards and he was there.
Okay.
I think that was it. I've never spoken to him to date.
So there was no political motivation.
No.
But the president went on Twitter to appreciate the song.
It's very good. It's very good you're bringing this up, and I want to use this opportunity because when you're on Twitter, I know what you're about to ask. Because when I responded to that, if I was speaking or people were looking at me and what I tweeted was actually trying to make fun of the situation, which sometimes it doesn't it's not received well.
Right.
That's why I really try to stay away from either even the social media or even going on the radio to speak, because if you're not too careful, you might be taken the wrong way. And that was one perfect situation that what I was saying to me, because when he retweeted, and now it makes it seem like, that's what you're saying, it makes it seem like maybe
there's some support.
Exactly. So then I just came in to make it lighter to say, Mr. President, that's what I'm saying now. If he gets back to what, I'll come and speak about it. So don't think because this has dropped, that's all that. So I want to use this opportunity to apologize to the president if he did not take that lightly. Sometimes people can interpret things differently, but to use this platform to say, honestly, it was just making a situation a bit lighter, yes.
If I bring a whole new akokor, when I saw it, I was like, okay, that's quite hard. But anyway, maybe there is something to it. Or I know how these politicians work. Like, the boy for Siam behind closed doors, and then Kwame Eugene also came up on the same song. It was like